Uncle Luke, Lukey boy, Luke M requested this. Oh, so this is the 90s. I can tell by this font. I feel like Jim Carrey's gonna appear.
No, don't talk about him.
Michael Caine. And what do we do when we fall down?
So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
Christopher Reeve? Is this like pre-spinal injury Christopher Reeve?
Yeah, this is before the accident, Christopher Reeves.
You don't know what this movie's about at all.
No, I was trying
I've never
to figure
heard
out
of this.
what to put this. I was just gonna do something random to this thumbnail. I was just like, all right, I'll just have a bunch of black people on there.
What do you think Michael Caine's hairline is gonna be like in this? Oh,
Right, like that.
I won't do it. I won't bury another member of the Wayne family.
I've buried enough members of the Wayne family.
As a butler, I would have left a long time ago.
You wouldn't have taken care?
If he dresses up like a bat, I thought I raised you better than this.
I don't raise cosplayers.
I need to strike fear in the heart of Gotham. I'm like, what? But as a butler, you're raising this guy, and then he becomes a bad vigilante, and it's a hell man that harasses him all the time. And
he's like, touch my body, fix my wounds. Like you gotta caress his body and stuff.
Yeah. The Joker kicked me directly in the crotch. We have to perform surgery.
I feel like the English accent is fake. Like they're just doing this as a joke all the time.
Am I in Spain? No, I'm not in Spain, dear. I
look after the hours for him.
You're just eating sardines off the plate?
A more British meal than I've ever heard. A plate of sardines with beans. Every time he speaks, I just feel like Master Wayne.
Watched too much of that movie.
Remember when The Dark Knight came out and that changed the world? I saw that in theaters 8 times, dude.
It did change the world. It was a big deal.
Wait, is that Mama's Family?
Hold on. I'm noising off.
Precious rubies, the size of a tangerine.
The ruby, the size of a tangerine.
Leave the sardines and you go out with the newspaper. Here you are.
Help to start a video camera. Whatever do you mean? Hold up.
Is this what play life is like, bro? Why do I feel like no one's gonna be there? It's just gonna be like 8 people in the audience and like an old guy.
What?
What's going down?
I don't know.
It's wild how play life is. Like, people don't care about plays like this anymore. Well, maybe white people do. This looks like a cabin that racism would happen in.
I forgot the sardines.
Running gag. If I walked into a guest house and they just had a plate of fresh sardines for me to eat, it's over, bro. Is this Rick Moranis? I'm convinced in my mind that this is Rick Moranis in front of my eyes right now. Superman that hoe.
We get to Cleveland in 3 months.
Lloyd, my darling.
I'd rather be in Cleveland than Broadway, man. I know Michael Caine isn't there talking about tangerines.
The size of a tangerine.
I love that this is just the Alfred prequel. We need a edgy Alfred origin story. Imagine that.
Why? I'm just a butler.
But in my youth, I was a playwright. Man, you know that would sell if it was like a sexy Alfred.
No!
And he had
long blonde hair, and he was like, "Oh, your father and I were close friends.
We were lovers."
Selsden.
Oh my God, he's been here all the time.
Standing there like Hamlet's father.
A joke I don't know.
Not there.
Selsden, where have you been?
Are you all right, Selsden?
Speak to us.
I've seen this guy do some weird stuff. I have some weird memories attached to his face and his hairline right now. That's a young Shia LaBeouf right there. Ah, you're in here. I see you eerily close right now. You're in here. This is scary.
You tell me, Gary, honey.
I mean, what are we waiting for?
I don't know what you're waiting for. Her 18th birthday?
Oh, whoa.
They would be if they knew we were here.
All right then, love, you're not here. I haven't seen anybody ask for you. I don't know nothing.
Oh, off to the Smash Palace. That's what I call the
Smash.
bed.
That's what you call your bed? That's
No.
why you never allow anybody to sleep in the bed with you, is because you call it the Smash Palace?
It's where I play Super Smash Bros. This is odd because it's like, I think it's trying to be British comedy, like, but it feels like an American made this. It feels like it's British comedy, but I don't know. There's like, it's American. What were they doing in there? Were they in the Smash Palace playing Smash Bros?
We need a black movie that's like this, that has like the British comedy.
I mean, we got Medea.
Black people would be so confused. No, No, it's not a British comedy.
No voice, is he alive? There's a lot of walking room in this house. Isn't that what you dream of? Oh, is that the one girl's dress? Oh, that she was wearing? This in the crib naked with her trousers? I like the trousers. Oi, mate. Do British people really be saying cob swallop? This is a load of cod swallop. This is creative. This is like almost Seinfeldian. It's funny, but it's not like I'm like laughing funny. Like, you know how British you're like, ha, I get this.
Because my wit won't allow it.
But my wit won't allow it.
This feels like the type of thing where like it'd be a comedy where she stands still and pretends to be a mannequin.
It's off. Here it comes.
No bars, no burglar alarms. They ought to be prosecuted for
All right,
incitement.
Selsdon, hold it. Let's take it again.
If this man broke into your house, you'd be like, what a gentleman. He had
Hello
on the
there.
hat and the scarf.
Hello there. I have your jewelry.
Just gonna tie you to the post. And imagine you like a thief breaks into your house and you hear him talking to himself. No burglar alarms. They ought to be prosecuted for incitement. And you're in the Smash Palace playing Super Smash Bros.
Can't get out of the Smash Palace right now. I'm in the heat. Hello there, governor. I'm going to give you a robbery here.
Do the people who go in the doors not hear anything that's happening outside?
Man, those are some thick doors.
Trapped in a closet.
Will somebody eat the sardines?
Somebody. Nah, bruh. People need to stop taking their clothes off in this place.
Just an intruder. An ordinary intruder.
Well, nice to meet you. I mean, have a sardine.
No, you're not. You're some kind of sex criminal.
Sex criminal? There's only two genders, kicking people in the face. Whenever people have like the big glass window, I'm always like, this is a very easily robbable person.
There's one house I always be walking by. I remember delivering the papers to their house, and I'd be walking up at the window, just staring into their whole lives. They all having, they're all having like cake and celebrating a birthday party, and then they just see me.
I remember when people broke into my house and stole my Xbox. I wasn't even mad, but my Skyrim disc was inside, and I was like, no, this is madness. What is going on here? Could have broken his neck doing this.
Sex criminals everywhere.
Imagine you robbing a dude. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna ravage me, aren't you?"
Like,
You
no.
you think I'm gonna let this happen? Well, you think right? No need for you to take the clothes off of me.
This time I'm eating them.
Is fully occupied with her sardines, so perhaps the toilet facilities.
Time to leave.
Wait, he's the father? The burglar's the father?
Pull your pants up.
This is offensive against Arabian people.
Make her cry. This play is becoming reality.
Comes.
She all right, Lloyd?
She'll be all right in a minute. Something she ate, probably.
This one's feeling a bit, you know.
I'm feeling a bit, myself.
Silence backstage. Remember in the school, the silent entry, silent exit policy, bro? Silent entry, silent exit.
It was loud as ever. Those were the loudest parts of the day, though.
This guy just looks like a disfigured Shia LaBeouf to me. This is a movie of people talking very fast.
Man, he looks exactly like Shia LaBeouf from the side.
It's creepy, isn't it? The iRobot star? Remember his big role in iRobot?
Yes, I do remember his big role in iRobot. And only iRobot.
I only seen that in Eagle Eye.
I'll go get Selsdon.
What should I do?
Absolutely nothing at all.
Right.
You've done quite enough already.
This movie is high energy, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please take your seats? The curtain will rise in 1 minute.
What the fuck is going on?
Alfred.
What's this?
Nah, what? I didn't like that cut. No, that's the closest cut of the movie. Cause you know how every cut of this movie has been like a sitcom where it's from a distance. Like that's the only cut where I was. That threw me off, man. He cuts like that all the time. No, don't you do it. Don't you do it. I know you want to be dressed in poetry, bro. Is that the Mama's Family? That's the Mama's Family girl, right? I watched a lot of Mama's Family in my youth. I need to see the Andy Griffith Violent Crimes edition. If you were like a play actor, would you like be all showing for the crowd, like they clap for you and you're like,
No, I'd be like,
keep seeing this possible Rick Moranis. Oh man, what is happening here? Silent battle leap. You think this was going on in Hamilton? Lin-Manuel just throwing hands backstage. This is like when you're fighting in the bathroom trying to be quiet so the teacher doesn't bust in. Like, you know, when you're like getting jumped, but you can't make a sound because you did, you know.
I had to repeatedly flush the whole time. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're stomping someone out and you're getting the paper towels.
Can you imagine a man crawling on stage to get a sardine that fell on the edge of the stage?
This is so, I love that they're just battling. Like, wow, this is going down. This security guard is like these white people. I wasn't a child, but we were like on the playground, like near a swing set, and then I just kept swinging the swing to his face. Like, it was like a continuous, like I was like, like I just kept slapping it back to his face, and it was bouncing off the thing, and his nose and his lips was bleeding, but I was just like, kept. Like, you know those child swings that like babies sit in? Dude, I can't see you at all. The light.
Oh!
Do you see the camera right now? Jesus is in your room. He's got the axe. This man has murderous intentions.
Oh no, I made it brighter.
My gosh, they are really trying to kill people back here. What is going on here, man?
They mucking up the show. It's chaos.
I've never been so mad that I swung an axe at a man's head. I did get a sledgehammer swung at me, but I dodged it. I did it like a sidestep.
When did this happen?
They were like doing renovations, man, and I was roasting them. And it was like you know when like you go around and you're like building they did a thing where like we would have to like help build houses in the hood and stuff. And I was roasting.
Were you doing anything?
No, I was just standing there eating a hot dog. If a nigga busted in your house, I'm here to kill you when his pants drop to the ground.
What the freak is going on?
These are theater kids. This is what Danny B was throwing axes, doing spirit bombs. Shia LaBeouf isn't even buff, though. What is happening here? This better not be crotch related. Oh no, shoes. Whoa, okay.
Oh!
What if I told you she wrote a letter?
And what if, to spare you pain, I burnt that letter?
This is hilarious, though.
Phone! I've only got one leg! Hello?
This is actually excellent, dude. Like, when you really think about, like, all that went into this, like, think, like, the idea behind this, dude, this is excellent. This is hilarious. I love that they just keep falling out of character.
Oh, you're in a real state?
If we haven't got the, upstairs, I mean...
You can't even get the door open.
This is like it's often and off.
He climbed through the window. I'm really impressed by this. People are gonna be like, "Oh, you didn't even care. You weren't laughing." I don't laugh. You know, when I'm watching a stand-up comedy special, I just sit there in complete blank expression.
No.
Well, get dressed then.
I am not going in there.
I'll fetch your dress out here. Your dress has gone.
Oh!
Don't panic.
Living life on the extreme.
How many times? What? What is this? Is madness, man? What? How many things broke on this window? This is madness. This is theatrical disaster, dude. So this is a hit? This is how the play goes now? Michael Caine has always been old my entire life. That was a good movie, dude.
This is the greatest 90s movie I've ever seen.
It's an excellent film. Like,
unexpected as ever. This was unexpected movie. I was like, it's just gonna be another theater thing, and then it just evolved into madness.
Danny B said it was funny.
Down at the arcade, you're a mesh. Take out to Rick and Nair. You're a mesh in the dark tournament. You're a mesh.
Knife edge death match. Like Yusuke, you're a mesh. Bringing Genka back. Like Yusuke, you're a mesh. Getting kidnapped. Like Yusuke, you're a mesh. Finding meet your dad. Like Yusuke, you're a mesh. Kiss me in the waves. Like Yusuke,